place. I might cut out the second one. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway. So that was this place in coastal Africa. And we finished this from my memory. And now we can go on to number 42, the meaning of life. Newfoundland in Canada. Newfoundland's coast welcomed the first Europeans, the Vikings, to the New World more than 1,000 years ago. They didn't stay, and no wonder. For though this is a beautiful place, it is also an inhospitable one. Interesting. But it's so pretty. Is it really inhospitable? It looks a lot like a lot of places in the UK, I feel like, and Scotland and such. Though I'm not an expert, I'm not traveled, I've never been to those locations, I've just seen, shows and movies and such. Okay, let's see, can we actually get a page? The next page, I should say. With these stubby little fuzzy hands. Be glad you don't have these. There we go. So then we have, listen, I want to say this right now. I am going to pronounce these wrong, almost certainly. Please be kind to me, because I know I am not going to say some of these right. I've never heard of these islands. Lofoten, I don't know, islands, but in Norway. But they lie above the Arctic Circle and form an icy jewel in Norway's spectacular glacier-carved coastal crown. I like that. Glacier-carved coastal crown. 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 Anyway, simple waterfront villages between which you can hike or circle on dedicated tracks. It's pretty cool. Number 44 is Tahiti, which that I know. And that's in French Polynesia. Who wouldn't want to be shipwrecked on Tahiti? The largest of the 118 islands. That's crazy. That make up French Polynesia in the South Pacific. Wow. Its warm seas and swaying palms, coral reefs, and peerless powder fine beaches are... Wait, really? That's crazy. I don't know why it just hit me. The largest... I didn't know there were 118 islands. I was reading that just for the ASMR, but I honestly wasn't even thinking about the words I was reading until just that moment. That's crazy. I don't even want to try to pronounce that word. I know I have some New Zealand and Australian listeners. You can tell me how to say this. I don't know. But it's in Canterbury, New Zealand, and which is, by the way, New Zealand is like top 3 places that I want to go. Maybe 4. Probably top 3 though. I'm trying to think. It's right up there. It's like right next to Japan. There's like 4 major places I want to go. or celebrated, not collaborated, celebrated the Lake District, England's most romantic landscape. A mountainous region of quaint villages and placid lakes that can be explored on the boats that ply the waters, or by ambling down the many country roads and tracks along the lake shores, or through rustic farms, woodland, and high peaks. It's very pretty. Quite pretty. Okay, more New Zealand. Cathedral Cove. In New Zealand, the soft rocks at Cathedral Cove on New Zealand's North Island yield gently to the tides, resulting in a complex coast of sea caves, stacks, arches, and white sand beaches. White sand beaches. See, now this is another one I don't know. And this is in my own country. Okefenokee. I don't know. Swamp in Georgia. That's kind of weird. I wouldn't have expected that, honestly. It's a swamp. Get out of me, swamp. Is one of North America's oldest freshwater ecosystems, pristine 367,000 acres. Oh my gosh. Of wilderness accessible via trails, boat tours, and boardwalks. It's pretty cool. I mean, I've been to the Everglades and such, so like, I don't know. Seems like the kind of thing I've seen. I would go though, if somebody offered. Alright, we're gonna probably have to do that again. Whoa, look at this. Okay. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. It's a waterfall. Exclaimed First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt on seeing these falls. For this immense series of cataracts on the Brazil-Argentina border is both higher and wider than Niagara Falls, though Niagara Falls boasts a greater flow of water. The falls are formed where the something river tumbles over the basalt ridge known as the Parana Plateau. A thunderous sound fills the air and spray from the 275 plus discrete falls. Crazy. Number 50 though, we're halfway. That's crazy too. Is, hold on, my nose itches. Yes, I have a nose. I know I'm gonna get comments. Cannon Beach in coastal Oregon. It's the grandest and most pleasing prospect which my eyes have ever surveyed, said the 19th century explorer William Clark on looking down at Cannon Beach. It is very pretty. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Those just giant jutting rocks in the ocean like that is just amazing. But we're gonna keep making our way. Downtown. Whoa, cities and beyond. Wow. This is in Germany. I'm also not going to pronounce any of this. This fairy tale in stone, the inspiration for the castle of Walt Disney's Sleeping Beauty, was the whim of Ludwig II, reclusive king of... What, really? Wait a minute, this was the inspiration for the Disney castle? That's kind of awesome, I did not know that. see it though as soon as I'm looking at it. Like as soon as you see it, you're like, oh, that makes sense. Like these towers really remind me of. That's so cool. That's so cool. Anyway, King of Bavaria, who in 1864 vowed to build a private retreat in the authentic style of the German knights of old. In the end, he spent just 172 days in the castle before his death. Ouch. Back in the day when you do something crazy like that and then you die at like 30. Crazy. From like a common cold. Though to be fair, I don't know if kings often died from the common cold. Anyway, architecture has recorded the greatest ideas of the human race. Not only every religious symbol, but every human thought has its page in that vast book. Interesting. Of course, we can't have one of the most beautiful places in the world without Rome, which is one of the places I want to go. Italy is number 1. Sorry. Italy, Hawaii, New Zealand, Japan. Very, very cool though. And I mean, I could read about ancient Rome, but I think we all know about Rome. It's very pretty. Look at these. Look at this. Look at this. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're just gonna move on to some things I haven't seen before. I haven't studied. Another one that I would love to see someday, Machu Picchu in Peru. By rights, it shouldn't be there. The mist-shrouded heights of the Peruvian Andes are no place to build. Machu Picchu is so remote that it excluded even the Spanish conquistadors. Coming to the attention of the outside world only as recently as 1911, the Inca did, taking an extraordinarily beautiful setting and forging a man-made masterpiece, the purpose of which remains unknown. Yeah, for real. But literally one of the most gorgeous, cool places. Like, I would love to go to Machu Picchu. I've talked to people who have been there, and they say it was amazing, like almost life-changingly cool. Oxford, another classic. How could you not? How could Oxford not be on the list? Dreaming spires, chiming bells, royal retreat, seat of learning, and some would say the most beautiful town in England. Oxford has many claims to fame, but its chief glories are the buildings of the old city itself. So true. Could you imagine walking through this? I'm sure some of you have. I'm sure I have some English listeners from England who have probably been to Oxford, or Lord knows. But it's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I would love to go to England as well at some point. I have traveled I've been to not every state, but many states in America, but I seldom have traveled outside of America, or outside of the USA. Honestly, maybe we should end this here. I like Oxford as being our ending place. Feels like the right kind of place to end. I know this was a little shorter, but this week has been busy. We have some kind of big things going on, and I'm kind of looking for a quicker way to record. This weekend, I hope to get some fun videos out for you guys. as well for whatever reason. I don't know if it's the algorithm or if it's just people don't want to watch them as much, but I personally love book, like just looking at something with someone, like it's one of my favorite things. But another video I want to do is a video on the Playdate, which is a new console that I got a few days ago that I have been loving. I thought it might be fun to play it with you guys. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I love you all, my friends, and I'm wishing you all a